Welcome to Art Room Cleanup 101, where you learn to use your art power the right way. Sometimes art is messy, and I'm here to clean it up. We do art the art way. Art power!
I am the waster. I'm here to waste your time and supplies.
Don't be like the waster and come in loud and all over the place. Ugh. Come in and sit crisscross applesauce in one square where you won't get distracted, keeping your hands and feet to yourself, ready to listen. When it's time to set up, make sure that you are working to help your table group and not wasting your time like the waster. If your job is to get water dishes for your table, make sure you only fill them halfway and that they're not overflowing or that you're taking forever like the waster. Spills happen and water gets everywhere if you fill it too much. If your job is brushes, make sure you get the right color ones that you need for your table, bring them right back and help your table set up. Sponges are by the drying rack and they're all the same, so it doesn't matter what color you choose. If smocks are your job, make sure you get one for each person at your table from your table color rack. Don't be like the waster and put your smock on wrong, then it doesn't cover your clothes. Put it on backwards with help from your table group and then have a seat, heads down, voices off, ready for paint. What does the waster think he's doing? If you're using markers, make sure that you're being very careful and not drawing on the table. If you do accidentally get marker or paint on your table, make sure that you carefully use a sponge by squeezing out most of the water. Use the yellow side for paint or washable marker and the green side to scrub off any Sharpie. Make sure you really squeeze out your sponge, not like the waster who's dripping everywhere. Oh, definitely not squeezing all the extra water out on the table. He's not using the green side, that won't work. If you see any Sharpie marks on your table, make sure that you're scrubbing with the green side of your sponge to really get it all off. Always dry off your table with your towel after you use a sponge. If you notice a mess on the floor, carefully clean it up with a sponge and make sure it's completely dry with a towel. Not like the waster again, with water everywhere, and he's definitely not careful with the cleanup. When hanging up a smock, make sure to do it by the collar at your table color on its own hook. Never hang it like the waster by the buttonhole. Nope. Come on, waster. They go on their own hooks. Careful that your smock is actually on a hanger and not in a pile on the floor. Before you start cleanup, you'll need to bring any wet artworks to Miss Tinsley at the drying rack. When you hear the cleanup song, immediately start putting your things away by putting papers that fit in your folder pocket and carefully slide your sketchbook into your folder and close it flat. Then make sure to turn in your folder nicely to your period basket. Oh no, the waster didn't listen and is jamming everything in the folder pocket. That won't work. If you finish early and have totally cleaned up, then you can go choose something from the finish table to work on. Pick something carefully and choose one thing at a time to do back at your table. You don't need all the markers at once. You can even choose the mosaic tiles to create a cool pattern back at your table. When using something from the finish table, do so quietly at your seat, and as soon as you hear the cleanup song, stop and start cleaning up.